What's good with y'all? We gonna get straight into it. Day 14, semen retention. Now, this is gonna be more so of just an update vid, how I've been feeling. I have no script for this video. I'm just gonna get straight into it, kind of talking about where we at with it now. So, recently, this weekend that just passed, I actually came back from a trip. I went to Baltimore for a football game out there. Saw a couple old friends, and it was a good time. Now, I want to touch on some things that I noticed and the type of energy that I've been seeing so far on this streak, on my retention journey. And this is just stuff that I kind of peeped overall, but it's something I especially picked up this weekend, and some of y'all might be dealing with something similar, so I just want to share my experience. Now, first things first, it was cool. I noticed that I'm way more sociable right now. My mind is extremely clear. I'm able to focus, and my awareness is a lot higher. I really don't have brain fog right now. And obviously my energy is still up. And I noticed that when I was interacting with a lot of my old friends, you know what I'm saying? Like, energy was still there. And, you know, I just noticed that the conversations flowed freely, and I was like able to, I was socially malleable. Now, I'm going to touch on more of the concerning things than like the actual what went good, because this is what intrigued me the most. So we had went out. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. We had went out. I had sipped a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy though. I was just with the guys, they wanted to get a couple drinks. I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cool. In moderation, everything is cool. So I got a couple drinks, and I had met, there was this one dude that I knew through social media that was actually at the same spot that we were at, right? And I like hit him up beforehand. Mind you, I don't know him, but he had like hit me up through social media like, hey, like he kind of knew I was going to be out there because I had posted some. And he was like, I'm going to be at this spot, like basically let's link type shit. And I'm like, cool, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking cool. I'm thinking it's all cool. Like, it ain't nothing crazy, you know what I'm saying? So I get there with my friends. It's like me and my homeboys and a couple shorties, like a couple females. We in this spot. I ain't gonna say where, but we out in DC, and I end up seeing him inside this spot. Mind you, this spot deep as hell. Like, it's deep as hell. And so I see him in there, and we link, and I realize like he's like, yo, what's good? Like, it's good to finally see you like in person type shit. And I'm looking, I'm like saying what's good, you know what I'm saying? At first I'm all cool. I'm like, what's good? Like, you know what I'm saying? Likewise, like, you know what I'm saying? It's long overdue. Cause mind you, we have been going back and forth on social media for some time. I'm thinking he just cool because he like cool with one of my dogs, I guess. Like, he follows somebody else I'm cool with. And so it's just some mutual shit. And so after that, I peeped the vibes start getting weird, yo. The vibes start getting weird to where he's like, nah, like, yo, it's really good to see you in person. Like, it's really good to finally see you. And he's like, you know what I'm saying? He trying to get all up on me, and I'm leaning back. I'm like, bruh, chill. Like, you know what I'm saying? He asking me to introduce him to my whole friend group. And initially I introduced him to like one of the shorties, but I ain't introduced him to no one else because I was like, bro, he acting kind of off. Like, I could just sense the energy was off. I could just sense it was off. And from then I was like, yo, chill. Cause he was like I could tell he was like super, super blitzed. And so I was just like, yo, chill, like kind of back off. Like we ain't even too, you know what I'm saying? You're doing too much right now. And so I tell him, and then eventually I just fade off him. But it was the fact, like, I just had to completely stop. Like, I had to stop chopping it up with him, bro. And I was just like, you know what, I'll see you. And then I just went to the bar and some more drinks for, my squad. But I was like, yo, like, shit was just off. It felt super weird. I could feel his energy though. And I felt like I literally just like repelled him away in that moment. Now, that was the first thing. Now, the second thing that I peeped this weekend was just that, because I was with a lot of my old people that, I was friends with in college, and it was that kind of environment because our team was playing from college. So it's like we were all at that game, you know what I'm saying? So it was basically like a reunion, which made it weird because it was a lot of that like drama energy, you know what I'm saying? That was the same as it was back then. And so I just peeped that it was a lot of that same energy. It was a lot of people moving weird. It was a lot of people moving lustfully, you know what I'm saying? Unrighteously lustfully at that. And I'll keep it at that. Like a lot of people in relationships trying to sleep with people that, are in relationships too. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of shit like that. And so I don't know. It's crazy because I feel like this streak is different, bro. Like normally I would be in the mix like that, but I wasn't even trying to be on that type of timing. Like, I'm lying. No, actually, no. I wouldn't even be moving like that. You never know though. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. If I got a couple drinks in me, like maybe I would be on that type of timing. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I be chilling. And so this weekend I was chilling. I was like, bro, I'm not even on none of that. Like I feel so good. I ain't even trying to be on none of that. And it's crazy because even when I was like, mind you, I ain't drink a lot, but even when I had like the little couple drinks or whatever, I wasn't even moving on that type of time. And if anything, I just felt more sociable and like open. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I was still in my higher nature, my higher self, more so than my lower self. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, I just realized it was just a lot of like weird stuff going on like throughout the weekend. And even now I'm still finding out stuff that was going on, but I've been in a space where I'm like so detached from all that I ain't even indulging in it, you know what I'm saying? Like we ain't even on that type of timing no more. It's almost as if I'm completely disassociated from people that I used to have ties with. That's how I'm feeling lately. That's how it feels now. That's how I feel now on day 14. I feel like I'm not even, like, the way my mind views women is changing too. It's getting to that point in the streak to where it's like, even though it hasn't been super long, obviously not, but I feel like my mind is kind of desexualizing, not even just women, but like my own life, to where I'm not really focused on that right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many more goals that I want to accomplish, so much more that I'm trying to figure out, so much that I'm trying to manifest in my life right now. Whether it be the gym, like whether it be that type of content, all that, like I'm trying to manifest that, whether it be through like music, other ways that. And you know what gets me every time I'm on like a solid streak? It'll be that I don't transmute that energy. And so I will like literally feel like I need to have sex or like get with a woman or something, or like bust, just because, I haven't let it out and through another outlet. And I have other outlets to do it through, you know what I'm saying? Like, I write all the time, I work out all the time, I make music. So it's like I have these outlets. It's just for some reason, whenever I hit a long streak, I'd be like, I hit that plateau, and then I'm like I hit like 30, I hit like 60, and then it'd be like, I'm not seeing the results that I wanted to initially, and then I just be like, you know what, I might as well just link with a shorty. It is what it is, but we gonna try to break that this time. Nah, we gonna break that this time. So that's all I wanted to say. It's been crazy, this streak. Like, I just noticed that my mind feels way more clear than it has in the past, like, streaks. And overall, I feel feel super good. I feel more connected in my conversations. I feel like I'm attracting people in general, like even just in my day-to-day life, like people that I normally have conversations with, like when I go in for my little physical therapy, you know what I'm saying? I'm there talking, I'm chopping it up. People looking at me in there like, you know what I'm saying? Subtle glances like, damn, like you'll almost catch wandering eyes more when you on retention, you know what I'm saying? I noticed that I've been a lot more, I don't want to say, I definitely been more productive, but also proactive to where like I'll have an idea to do something and before whereas it's like, oh, like dang, maybe I should take out the trash. It's like, nah, you just get up and do it. Like I've been more proactive, more willing to just get up and do the ideas that I have now. Yeah, I'd say that's the biggest thing I noticed lately is that I'm starting to feel my connection with God come back. And that's always the main thing that I love feeling on retention is I feel like when I hold on to my creative force, my creative life force, I literally feel that connection with God build back up. And I always know that that's the case when I have dreams. I'm a super vivid dreamer. Like I have lucid dreams all the time. I have very, very deep, meaningful, symbolic dreams, especially regarding like relationships. I'll do like a dream analysis video another time too, but I don't want this video to be too long. But it's gonna be interesting too. Like, I don't think anybody I know will ever see this page, but I just want to talk about like specific experiences, you know what I'm saying? And so this weekend really exposed me to like a lot of weird energy that I ain't even trying to be a part of, and I know that I'm outgrowing. So, and people that I know I'm outgrowing from, you know what I'm saying? Like literally this weekend, I'll tell y'all, this weekend I was with one of my friends, right? And this is like my homegirl, you know what I'm saying? Like we ain't never had like none crazy in the past, you know what I'm saying? Like we might have got physical one time, but not to that extent. And she got a man now. And anyways, that's not important. So we were like hanging out most of the weekend because she with our squad basically. Like she know all my friends. And so we were kicking it together. And I saw another shorty that I used to talk to. And she part of the squad too, I ain't gonna lie. But she basically like saw us hanging out. And I know that she said something about it because I like saw her subtly like point to us. And anyways, I ended up talking to her after that and just like reconciling things. Basically just like talking about our past and, you know what I'm saying, what had happened. And ended up finding out that that same girl was trying to hook up with one of my friends that is like in our friend group, and he is engaged. You know what I'm saying? So like that type of lustful energy. And I'm like, I ain't even trying to be around none of that, bro. I was like, I'm so far removed from all of that I was just like, I heard that and I was like, okay, like, it is what it is, man. I ain't even on that type of time, man. Like, I'm on some shit where it's like, bro, I'm literally just trying to grind every day, put in my time, put in my hours, and then I'm off the grid, bro. I'm off the grid again. I ain't even trying to be too much on social media right now because that is a direct bridge to a relapse. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's through, you know what it is too? I notice right now we're in an era that you need to be on some anti-validation shit. I'm going to talk about that too to finish off this video. But what I noticed is whenever you go seeking validation outside of yourself, you're consuming yourself. What do I mean by that? I mean, like, you have a finite validation when it comes from outside yourself is finite. Meaning that you'll never get enough. So if you're like, I just have to keep referring back to myself. So a couple months ago, I would be posting a lot of selfies on Instagram and shit. And y'all could call me pretty boy or whatever. I ain't even like that. But at the time, I was posting a lot of selfies. And I noticed that, yeah, I would get attention. But is it really from the people I want to get attention from? Like, is that validation really filling me? Same thing with, like, say you have a lot of hookups, say you have a meaningless sex. It's like, is that really, really satisfying you? 9 times out of 10, it's not. Because you know you and that person don't have a future. So be very cautious of who. I say this all the time, man, but it's true. Like, it's true. And I know some of y'all gonna still, like, indulge. But if I could even get you to be a little bit more cautious, then we winning. You know what I'm saying? You gotta move safe around here. Because what you will realize is that women will act oblivious to the spiritual world when actually they're more spiritual than we are. So you have to move carefully, bro. You have to move carefully, especially when it comes to, like, emotions and love and all that shit. And if you know they just moving lustfully and you still indulge it, I was there though, so I could, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta be smart, bro. That's all I'm saying. But definitely don't be seeking validation. Like, you don't need it. All that shit will come from inside. I have zero anxiety, zero worry that anything in my future won't go my way. I literally feel like I could create the world right now. And I know I will. Just like y'all will. You know what I'm saying? We all will. It's something about this December that's different, bro. And so that's all I wanted to say, man. Watch who you hanging around. Watch who you getting in. Watch who you talking to. These are all forms of energy transfer. Watch what you putting out into the world, content-wise, social media, whatever it is. And just create. Don't consume too much, man. I love y'all. I'm out.